Today is a gift. Today is a present. Today is yours to grab. Today is yours to take forward and do what you do best. Whatever that is, do it with 100% commitment. The question for you today is, are you living your life while building your business? The two are emphasized, the living and the building. A lot of people get into building and forget to live and put their life on hold so that they can build the business and hope that one day, someday, they will actually live their lives when they've made some moolah, because now they are building the business. You're living your life while you're building a legacy, because you're building your business because you want to do something over and above what you would do for you in this lifetime. What you want to leave behind is something that will outlive you, something that your children and maybe their children will partake of because you showed up today. But there is something you need to remember, that you are living your life right now. It's not a dress rehearsal. There is no other life you're going to come back to live on this planet Earth. What you're living right now is your life. Legacy is something that is relative. It's relative. It is relative to every one of us. We each have our own legacy we want to build. And it keeps showing up in my newsfeed. I'm building a legacy. I want to leave a legacy, And just a few days ago, a man and his daughter, his precious daughter, someone that they loved each other. They were born on the same calendar day, or not on the same year. They were so intertwined. Their spirits were so intertwined. I think they kind of complemented each other in every way. And I found myself scrolling through people's news feeds just to read the messages about this man, looking for intimate looks into his life, imagining the relationship he had with his wife and his loved ones, and looking to see why the world was grieving this man. Why the world was grieving this man. So it wasn't just his family and maybe his local community and maybe a few people in his town. No, the whole world was mourning this man. I am not a fan of the NBA. I am not a fan of footy. I'm not a fan of rugby. I'm not a fan of all those masculine sports. But I do care about stories. I do care about the story that I'm telling. I do care about the story I'm crafting. That's why I am ready to write books with other people. I buy into all that because I care about leaving a story behind that other people will read about and it impacts them in some way. Now, we don't all have to write books and we don't all have to, to do great things. You can start doing small things in a great way. You don't have to do great big things in your life to leave a legacy. You can start doing small things in a great way. Stories matter. Stories are how we learn about our background, about our ancestors, about our people. And stories is how you are going to also leave your message behind. Beyond your social media posts, you want to leave something that people will actually access. In 10, 20 years time, there may not be a Facebook. There may be a whole different platform altogether. The way things are going, right? They may repurpose the whole platform, change the whole way it works, and we all go to a whole new platform. But if you have created your legacy off of this platform and started something maybe on your own website, or written a book, even if it's a digital book, even if it's a free PDF, and placed it where people can find it. And there are so many bookmarking sites where you can put your book, your PDFs, your free, information, and you are educating the public. You will leave a legacy. We share our stories, we share our life, we share snippets of our life through the gram, through the Facebook, through Pinterest, through tweets we share, and all these things, one way or another, disappear down these curated news feeds. Good morning, Mary. How are you doing? Good afternoon, where you are. Every post you put out on any platform, you are creating a tapestry, a quilt that allows the world to take a window into your life in an intimate way. You're getting intimate with your audience. Each post adds to your story as your story unfolds before other people, and they get to see your life in a different way. And some of you have put a big fat wall around your life because you don't want to share your life, you don't want to share on social media, and this is very common, especially in non-profit ministries and ministers and pastors and reverends. And stories matter. What story are you putting out that other people are writing down, or you are writing down so people will read on 2,000 years from today? Here is the secret. Jesus came from very simple backgrounds in the human sphere. On the earth plane, he lived a very, very, very humble life. His family lived in a cave. You forget all these things you're reading in the Bible that has been translated over and over again until they made a cave a house. And they made the cave he was born in a manger. Like the manger in our minds is a structure where animals live. This was a cave. A cave, guys. And yet, in those days, there were people who could actually write Aramaic, and they wrote his journey because he stood out in their community. Their communities were small communities. They walked for miles. They rode. If you had a donkey to ride, you were rich. And so to move from, say, Nazareth to Bethlehem took weeks. Today it takes you about 2 hours driving, high speed motorway. So you can imagine if you have to sit in a car and drive over 70 miles an hour to come from Bethlehem to get to Nazareth, how long it took them walking or on a horse. I mean, not even a horse, a donkey. And yet we read about his story, and there's a grid there that we follow that makes us feel like this is the kind of life we want to live. This isn't just highlighting or comparing your life to, say, the late Kobe Bryant or the late Jesus Christ, although Jesus Christ is not the late because he rose again, didn't he? He did. At least we believe. See? We believe something that happened over 2,000 years ago as if it's here today, and we base our lives on that. This is where you craft your life story, square by square in your gram, tweet by tweet on your Twitterati, image by image, pin by pin on Pinterest, post by post on Facebook, live by live on Facebook. You are creating a tapestry of a story that people are going to relate to for years to come, even if you're not here to live and see the legacy you're building. Are you living your legacy? Do you recognize the legacy you're living? Are you walking your life purpose? Are you living something over and above the social space? Because tell me, unless Facebook shares with you what you shared 2 years ago, 3 years ago, a year ago, does that content still exist in a place where you can actually capture it and give it to somebody else and say, no, I wrote a post 2 years ago on Facebook, let me get that post for you so that you can actually understand the message I was talking about? It's very rare to say that to somebody. Unless you anchored that post with an image or with a video on Facebook, there's no way you're going to find it. Now, here's the good news. On Pinterest, you have boards where you have kept that image. And if you go search inside your boards with that keyword, you're going to find that piece of content and you can share it with somebody else. On your own website or on your own web page. You don't need a website, guys. You just need a web page that has your message. You can share it very quickly. You don't even need to look for it. You have it on your phone. It's part of your favorites. My website is part of my phone favorites. It's all over the place in my socials anyway. Not just websites. As I was reading through messages people were sharing about Kobe and his daughter, I felt a lump in my throat. I didn't know the man. I am not a fan of the NBA, but I felt a lump in my throat. I felt the grief of the strangers that were mourning a stranger. And yet, remember I said the word strange should not exist in your vocabulary because there is a reason you connect with people. And this reason is because your energy and their energy are drawn to each other through the thoughts you think. The lesson I picked, and I didn't want to share the lesson then because I'm sure you were all inundated with messages and lessons about Kobe and about, the daughter. And so I thought I'll keep this message for a few days and share it when it might make more impact. People will mourn you even if they've never met you, if you impact their lives today. People will remember you with a whole lot of sadness and a whole lot of gratitude if you impact them in some way. The posts you share, the live videos you do, you're not doing them for you guys. You're not doing these things for you. You're leaving a legacy. You're living your life and sharing a snippet of your life to impact someone else. Every time you hold back, you are standing in your own way. Every time you hold back, you are standing in your own way. Every time you stop yourself from sharing your message, you're in your head saying you are not worthy. Every time you stop yourself sharing your message, you are saying, I am not worthy. Because for every single person you serve, you are serving yourself. It's not you that you're doing it for. You're doing it for the life you are living. And if you live your life fully, you're not going to leave this planet full. You leave this planet emptied of the goodness you were meant to deliver, so you can move on to your next assignment in glory. Recently, just a few days ago, a man who was loved hugely died in my motherland. He was called Dr. Simon Kagugu. He has lived a full life. He's remembered for being a jolly, kind, giving, loving, fun, soul of the party, mentor, coach, highly experienced, highly educated, ready to share. He has shared, he has emptied of himself. He was on boards of so many organizations, and he has been fruitful. Are you fruitful? Or are you like that fig tree in the Bible? The fig tree that had leaves but no fruit. Here's something you might not know about figs. It's something I learned in Israel. Figs grow in a weird way. While for almost every other plant, the fruit comes last after the leaves. The leaves show up on the plant for months, sometimes before the fruit or flower shows up. For a fig tree, the leaves grow out of the fruit. The leaves grow out of the fruit. Meaning, this fig tree that you've read about, I think it's in Luke or something, that didn't have fruit was fake, because it was showing that you can have the leaves, but where was the fruit? Are you productive? Is your seed conceived? Others are receiving from your conception, or is it deceitful? There are some words that are very connected. Conceiving is a seed. Some people conceive and create. Other people receive of other people's seed. Other people are deceived, meaning their seed has been derailed from its purpose. Are you deceived? I want you to think about your life and what you want to leave behind when you're gone. Will the only people who say, I miss that Jane, be just the people you were born with, you grew up with, maybe your children, your partner? Or will it be a whole globe, a whole world of people saying, I miss that Jane? Legacy, leaving. So as you build your business, think about what you want to leave behind and come out of your own head, step out of your own way and be great. Take that damn photo, pull out that damn camera and do a selfie and do a quick live video without any fripperies, without any, don't care what the world thinks as you do that live, and throw it on Facebook and leave it there. Don't care whether 100 people show up or just 3 people show up. Don't care, because there's someone whose message it is for that day. Write those words down. Publish them. There is a reason why you wrote them. Publish that imperfect post. You have a website? Publish something. Send someone that message that I said earlier today. I love you. I miss you. I'm blessed that you're in my life. Replay this video and send someone that message. And never, ever, ever take a day of your life for granted. You still have a chance. Someone, somewhere on this planet, their light has been snuffed out. You're still here. Someday, one day, your loved ones will go through your belongings. They'll go through your belongings looking for that piece of who you are that they cared about so much, that they will carry with them, that they'll put in their handbag or their wallet, that they'll read over and over again, that they'll share with other people, that they'll read on your eulogy. Someday, one day, same direction. We're all going there. Life has a cycle. You're born, you grow, You live. In between the living and the burning is your life. And when I say you grow, you live, there is live, living your life, and live, living your life. Be great, ladies and gentlemen, be great. You can do small things in a great way. You don't have to be like Oprah Winfrey or Kobe Bryant, but you can inspire somebody. Do what you were created to do. Serve someone while living your life, and you will be remembered for all the right reasons. That's it for me today. That's it from me today, ladies and gentlemen. I wish you an amazing day, and it's happening in the D4C because people are getting breakthroughs and light bulbs flashing. Pa, 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 pa. Good. I like that.
Subscribe to our blog at JBlog, where I share amazing tips to help you grow your business from the ground up and create that residual income that you so desire. You do desire more. Live and love